what matters is who is pushing the AI work. Like whose vision are we building out with AI, and what are we doing it with AI? And I think it's better for it's usually from history, usually the optimists who are pushing using technology because of that, usually technology ends up being positive view because the pessimistic will be like, oh, I wouldn't want to do anything with it because there are too many dangers. Then they actually don't do anything with it, and so those who believe they can do good things with AI actually go out there and build the good things with AI.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are scared, like AI taking the jobs, but people don't realize that every generation this happens, right? Way back in the day, everyone rode horses, the cars came. People were like, oh man, what's going to happen to all the people making horse saddles, or, like, people forget, like, all the horses in the streets with like shit behind them. Someone had a job actually shoving the shit, right? All these jobs went away, right? And of course, they transferred to, like, making cars, mechanics, right? So I just think this happens every generation. I think the challenge is now, I don't think we figured out what the next job is, right?
Yes, and I like the analogy you use for a horse because it reminds me of a quote Henry Ford said is if I have go out
Yeah.
there and ask people will tell me to make a better horse,
Yeah.
and I think that's sometimes true with AI right now is people are not seeing what from optimist view or what could happen with AI, and regardless of what kind of jobs with AI will make sense. I think that once that kind of takes time, but also it's almost certain that those who don't use AI will be lag behind in this
Yeah.
in
What's
the
the
job
saying? Like,
price.
AI is not going to take your job. The person you do your job better with AI is going to take your job, or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah,
I
exactly.
know someone did a post on LinkedIn a couple of days ago. Some law firm. He was talking about how there's a big law firm. Like, they said, like, have 100 lawyers, like 30 junior lawyers.
Hmm.
They usually, when there's a big case, they have, like, all the junior lawyers do the research. And so
Hmm.
they did an experiment. They had, like, the junior lawyers do the research in ChatGPT. And they said ChatGPT is way better, right? So now they're, like, laying off all the lawyers, right?
Hmm.
But so my thing is, like, is that good or bad? Or maybe those junior lawyers should have used AI to make the job better, right?
I think it's short term from a short term interest perspective. It might be a negative thing, but from a long term, it's almost always a positive. It's a net positive outcome. And and one of the things is because it just right now the world has so many uncertainty and nuance. Like for example, if the law firm they just apply AI, I assume in today's system they will get pushbacks from potentially from their clients
Mhm.
and that's because right now the system is kind of undergoing adoption,
Yeah.
and when it's undergoing adoptions, it's really easy to for like this specific small niche adoption to provide negative outcome just because all the other part of system are not operating under the incentive of using it or leveraging it.
Yeah, I agree.